Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Before kickoff, Charles, quickly your keys to the game.
Well, partner, I could give you the standard ones, turnovers, special teams play. But here's one that doesn't get talked about much anymore, and that's time of possession. Whoever controls the football, gives their defense a break, and takes care of business, that's the team that's going to win this ball game.
The veteran kicker, Robbie Gould, set to get us started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And he checks this one down to Williams. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now Wentz. Throw left side complete. It's Gonzalez. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Tony Gonzalez, always such a threat in the middle third of the field. 14 times he went to the Pro Bowl because of his ability to handle contact, traffic, and focus on the football. He may have been built like a wide receiver, but had plenty of strength to go ahead and take on those big hits.
Those 14 Pro Bowls, by the way, tied for the most all-time. Unbelievable mark. From midfield, here's Wentz. Man open left side is Brown. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a 1st down on the play.
Come on now, let's go. Ram. I'll bring it to you.
Throwing on 1st is Wentz. And his pass incomplete. Xavier Rhodes, the cornerback, there in coverage.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
That's it. 81, 81. Great 15, great 15.
Wentz will try again on second down. Over the middle, Sharp's got it complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Man 5-7.
Wentz now on 1st down. Throw left side, complete to Moss. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
And that is incomplete here.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. They go back to the ground with Williams. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags 1st down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Good chip. Run.
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Hang in there now. Hang in there now.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. On the move to his left. And his first pass is incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Wentz. And he comes back with one complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. The result, a first down, as a quick slant gets him 14.
Straight 15. Straight 15.
Now a play fake here on first down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. On second down, Williams. He takes this for 3 to the 29. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, it's Wentz. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Wentz to throw. That's to his running back, complete. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Throwing now is Wentz. Getting man right side, it's Sharp. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all. As we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
Great. 20. Run. On the ball.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. So not only do they get the fumble recovery on the punt, but now look at this field position. He almost took it the distance.
And the ability to not just make the play, but turn it into something big, that's what coaches harp on all the time. How do we create big plays that'll change the game? And that may have been one that just did.
The best starting field position you could possibly have. 1st and goal from the 1. It's a sneak. It's Wentz. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Carson Wentz scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And his guys are able to strike for 6. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Gold now out to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Through the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in it.
He's got a man. Complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. He got 29 yards that time. They go play action here on first down. Steps away to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
They'll hand it off now. Williams. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a third down and 6 to go.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On third down, here's Williams. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
When you think of Mike Daniels, you think of strength. Hard to knock off the football, but surprising quickness and ability to move and evade people. How about that play there?
Well, he can squat 600 pounds, so that's how he caught people's attention coming into the league, and he caught our attention right there. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
And Zerline's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Williams. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Play action. Now Wentz. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And it's 3rd down. Fights off the defender. Oh, he breaks another. And a few little style points on the juke, but not much room to maneuver after that. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line. The Jaguars getting set to go. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken short. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. And now back out comes the offense. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On play action, Wentz. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Brandon Graham in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 19. Throwing is Wentz. Flushed out right, and he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Fielded just inside the 20. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they're putting it up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 1st down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Wentz to throw on 2nd down. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, that's Williams. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On the carry, here's Sanders. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Run, run.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Run, run. Shift. Go, go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
Sunday.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Ricky Williams taking it in from a yard out. And the Jaguars have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. Zerline out now to kick this one away. This will be taken very short. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
To throw, it's Wentz. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Brandon Graham in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. Scoring has really been at a premium, and Charles, you got to tip your cap to this defense coming in here. Their offense too, but this whole team coming in here on the road, getting a hard-fought win.
I think the way that they're finishing this one up, an exclamation point on a terrific game. As you noted, hard for them to put points on the board, and they hold them down one more time and finalize things.
They run with a Hall of Famer, Sanders, and he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
82, 82.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. And it's caught. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
Now Wentz will keep it, and he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Carson Wentz taking it in, and the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Zerline good with a PAT, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Zerline out now to kick this one away. This will be taken short. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Wentz to throw. That'll be caught over the middle by Moss. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field, and now what he's trying to...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. He'll get it up the middle. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long third and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Shorty.
Now Wentz. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So While it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Now this offense about ready to take over again. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. And this is intercepted, and that should